Chanchai. I'm gonna spar with live4eve. They're looking for a match. I happen to have a half an hour, so I said I can do a first to 10 with them. So it should be a lot of fun. I haven't fought them in a bit. I think we briefly played a game or two like 2 months ago, but it's gonna be awesome. Really I like how active they've been. They've been fighting lots of strong opponents, and I haven't fought them in a bit. So let's see how this goes. If I remember, they're very tough. Their Kage is very tricky. So this is going to be a lot of fun, and we haven't fought like a first to 10 before, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Alright, let's see how this goes. I had a feeling they would start with a small attack opening. Good. Very good. I like this. That was a very, very good first round. I enjoyed that very much. Alright, let's see how this goes. Very good. Using the throw there. Oh, that's so good. I think I'm running out. That was excellent choice. So, would have had the block low, I think, to avoid this if his meaty timing was wrong. That was excellent start. That was such a good first game. I am loving this. He is playing fantastic. I know he's fought a lot against Jason Elbow. I'm pretty sure he did, at least a few months ago. And so this is really fantastic. That was an excellent start. Let's see how we deal with this. But he played that extremely well. Alright, that's our first round that we got. Alright. I like this choice. He's choosing awesome places to do throw. Crushing the low is one of the most important things you got to do against Leon in this matchup. If you do that, you get a huge edge as Kage. Now, he does like to go in and out. That's what I'm noticing right now. So we'll see how this goes. So we'll see how this goes. But I do have ways to play against it. But I got to be very careful, too. Alright. Alright, that was a really, really fun game too. He mixed approaches quite a bit, but again, this round I tried to mix in a little Bare, but mostly trying to disrupt his mid-range play. I can't say it's long-range play, but right now I'm trying to disrupt some of his mid-range plays a bit. At least that's what's in my mind. Let's see how this goes next round. Let's see how fast he tries to do this opening. Alright. Good. Good. Now he's using 2K plus G. Very good stuff. Alright. So now we're getting him to mix his pace a bit. That's good. Very good. Very good. Okay. He went full long range. That was a really good choice because I tried to beat mid range. All right, we were able to capitalize on the good guess on the evade here. Very good. I was hoping he'd go for low here. He correctly went with the jab with the high with speed. Alright. That was a really fun game too. Let's see how he adjusts. He's made really cool adjustments. He really has. When he went with 2K plus G, he was like, oh, I know you're trying to evade to my back. And I'm glad I was able to guess correctly that he was going to do something along those lines. So now I'm trying to make it hard for him to guess which way I'm going to evade. But, you know, we'll see. I'm going to follow instinct a little bit about which way I go. But he made a lot of cool adjustments actually in that round. So let's see how it plays out over the next few games. Right now I'm trying to mix up this wall offense. I know he's counting on me to do certain stuff. That was really good throw. This throw was excellent call. He plays with a very sharp mind. Excellent bait. Excellent. That was a really good round. It's a really good round. I overcommitted on the guess. He played it carefully. Excellent. This was so good. I had trouble reading that stance, and he won that completely on that. So, excellent choice. I'll let go guard too early. Very good. He read that. That was a read. That wasn't a guess. That was an awesome game 4. That was he played this superb. I'm having a lot of fun fighting live4eve. It's been a while since we fought, and again, very sharp play. He's making these good adjustments. He's not going too big. He's just appropriately trying to read stuff out and measuring it. And if I don't disrupt that, I think he'll go bigger. There it is. Okay. I keep thinking that's a low here. It's a mid, or it's an EX mid, something like that. Good. Really good fuzzy guard. That was such good adjustments. Good, not adjustments. I mean, what I mean is, like he didn't commit. He's playing it so well. Okay, didn't play out how I thought it would, but that was good. Very good. That was. He's just outplaying me now. He's got me under complete control. And that was the throw. I thought this would be the flip kick. Really good. Really good game 5. This is so much fun, live4eve. I'm enjoying this a lot. So let's see what we can do. The way he's playing is very safe. It's very good. It's gonna actually be very hard to win. But we can do it. I'm confident. But I also really gotta praise like how he's playing. I gotta like be careful about not overhitting a button too early. Really good to know. That's gonna take me a while to avoid that. Oh, nice conversion. Okay, bad evade direction. I think I gotta go with the foot that's closest to me. This was really, really fun game 6. I'm having a blast. I wish I could play another set after this, but I do gotta take my kids to swimming after. But this is gonna be a lot of fun. This set will be a blast. It's already a blast. Okay, let's see what you got live. Almost. If the timing was right, I would have gotten a pretty good one. That's right, he's got an 11 frame jab. That was brilliant. That's really brilliant. Almost. This is really good. The low punch was the correct thing to do here. That was perfect. Oh, that was good. He caught my back dash. Very good game. Very, very fun game 7 here. I think we're having a lot of fun tricking each other, and I'm enjoying it a lot. Good choice. Good reads. Very good. Very good. He's got this round. Very calm decision. Slow it down and just win the guesses. That was correct. Extremely good. That was good. This is a wall combo. Couldn't get the evade here. It's always hard to buffer and evade when you get counter hit by a low punch. It's pretty tough. At least for me. Like, it just never comes out. Maybe mostly online, but even offline it's tough. Really, really fun game. Kage's half circulars are really good though, so it's really risky to evade him. Because he can catch you on either way, and with good retaliation, he can convert. Especially on this stage, he can convert a lot of it. So if you evade the wrong way against him, you're gonna eat a good amount of damage. I play from Oregon. I'll tell him later. Yeah. That was so good. This was so good. That was really perfect. That was dead on. That was so good. Let's try this. His adjustment's good. So now his adjustments are use strings. Because if I evade, there's a good chance I'm going to run into stuff that he wants to do. He feels delay? Okay. I don't feel delay much, but... sorry if he feels delay. I don't have much delay. I mean, I have normal online play, but I'm used to fighting online, and I'm used to fighting offline. I mean, the stuff I'm doing is reaction, like requires reactions, so. And the stuff he does, frankly, rewards reactions as well. So I don't know how good his internet is with other people. If it's playing better than this, for me it's fine. It hasn't been a factor for me. But if this is how... But I think I also counter hit people like a lot. And I'll message him when I can, but it messes me up when Alright, he's not moving. Alright. Go ahead and hit me. We'll equal the damage here. Okay, there we go. Okay. I like your Kage a lot. He says that he likes my Leon, but he doesn't like playing coast to coast. But I really like fighting his Kage, and I feel like this is playing pretty normal for North America. So I don't know. But I know people don't like... some people are gonna feel some way. But it's what it is. We'll try to fight normal, though. I'll try to get it out of my head right now. He wouldn't be the first person that... So let's see here. But I understand. And I would love to fight him in New York. Alright, he doesn't want to play anymore. I see. Oh, just frames are hard. So he's having trouble with the just frame. But he's hitting them, so... Yep, there we go. Alright. But he's really messaging up quite a lot, so... Yep, there we go. Alright. I understand. All right. Well, that's the matches with live4eve. He didn't want to play the coast to coast match. I think it played fine. So he feels it's much delayed. But sometime we'll play in New York, and that'll be a lot of fun. But that said, I did enjoy fighting him like a lot, and I think his Kage is very good. I like the adjustments he makes. Um, the thing is, in the fight, there's going to have to be a lot of reading actually, because Kage can play fast in reaction, of course. So can Leon. But the guessing is stuff like punishing evades. Kage's pretty strong at that. A lot of stuff that where Leon's going to force you to guess, Kage is actually good at countering that too. Um, so he can be like, well, I can guess more. His ring out game is so strong, of course, and I did not escape forward throw that much, so I think I was always at risk of being rung out. Um, and then, of course, but live4eve played very good reads. Like, there's no complaints about his reads at all, and there's no complaints about the reaction play that I did see. And as far as I can tell, his just frames were coming out fine. In my experience, when I do just frames, well, if you only play it offline, you can do it by watching a little bit, and that's actually a very hard thing. Not most people don't do that. Some people do. But when you play online, you do the same timing. So, but then when you're doing the same timing, you might not have to rely on watching. So it's one of those things where you just kind of commit to doing the just frame, and the game will kind of interpret it to a similar timing. That's why a lot of the Sarah players, no matter the connection, can still do that really hard just frame for the Flamingo Punch 2KKK. And a lot of Kage players like Y2D and live4eve can do the 4-6K plus GKK, right? And same like Tricky's Eileen. Her Eileen will do the just frames as well. So those types of things I feel like don't get as messed up as much. The things that do get messed up, the things that in my experience online makes harder. Going from standing to crouching instant to react crouching like a low attack. So because of that, online I do feel you have to pretty much read lows and just predict them, and then just get used to doing 2G into 5G when you see a mid coming. And I do think that the netcode allows more of the 2G into 5G as opposed to standing guard into low guard against like a low attack on reaction. I think that thing is harder. I think when people do charge attacks, especially in Okizeme, but in general, I do think that if the connection is not the best, then there can be some weird stuff that happens as a result, and that's because there's variable timing with it. If I do like a jab, then Leon's jab is going to hit in 11 frames, and so the game knows that in 11 frames from when the jab went off, it can be blocked, it can be evaded up through that, so it has a good amount of leniency to work with there. But when it comes to a charge attack, the opponent doing the charge attack could let go through a wide range of times. It could be on the 20th frame. It could be on the 25th frame. It could be on the 30th frame from some charge attacks. So because of that, those are the things that I felt the online could really like expose difficulty. Now sometimes connections get really bad to where the frames are being played like dramatically off, but I didn't feel that at all in our fights, right? A lot of times that doesn't really happen, but sometimes it happens on really difficult to guard punish stuff, things that generally where the recovery is really short. Those are times where you're like, oh man. But sometimes in offline play, the guard punish fail often comes from the player being a little slow. Not because they're slow in general, but in the moment they're slow. Like they might be mentally stacked, and that causes them to do things slower. My style of play does attack mental stack. I'm not saying that that's a weakness of any player I'm playing recently. I'm just saying that my approach to the game does do a lot of mental stack pressure. It does a lot of switching up of pace and messing with you and trying to get a counter hit, because Leon doesn't get that much on normal hits. He gets a lot on counter hits. And so my game is built a lot on trying to get people to get counter hit, getting them to be a little indecisive, getting them to want to use delay attacks more than buffered attacks. When that happens, your chance of being late is higher, and so that does create, like, in offline play, it does cause people to basically lag themselves, not from an online lag because we're playing offline, but because they're processing and they're trying to adjust and they're trying to do a delay or not a delay, and then so then when they intended to not delay, sometimes they still delay, and sometimes they're just getting a little confused or befuddled, because that's what my play is trying to do. My play is messing with a lot of suboptimal moves to get people to be kind of unsure of what's going on. But it mainly is just trying to get a counter hit. So it is trying to encourage you, like backdash encourages you to try to punish it, right? Well, you could punish it with a sidekick. Now, this is not what happened in the match today, so it's not from today, but if you go for a sidekick in a situation where I might backdash what would otherwise be a jab or an elbow, the frame advantage for you is probably not that much. And so what happens is that sidekick pulls you into a type of abari. That sidekick decision to beat the backdash can be an abari there. And if it's an abari there, then suddenly I can counter hit you, right? I can evade punish you too, which I could do in either of those cases. But I could also counter hit you with that. And so it creates weird... so again, my game is built around causing a lot of counter hits. So, and evade hits too. So setting those things up, a lot of times the counter hit, you cannot buffer it too quickly. If you buffer too quickly, if you rush, it might not come out, especially when you get counter hit. So, anyways, that's not a critique on live4eve. It's just that his comments bring up this discussion about the experience of the online versus the offline, and I play a lot of both. Right now, I play offline and online about roughly equal measure. You know, like at least minimum 4 hours of each a week, but honestly, probably about around 8 hours of each. It's like 16 hours a week of playing. Yeah. That said, I would definitely love to fight live4eve in New York, offline. It'd be a blast. And if we find a better way to connect, then that would be great. I am glad that he appreciates my Liam, and I really appreciate his Kage. I really enjoyed fighting it. So I think there's a lot of good, clever play. The thing that happens at the play that we're playing is there's a lot of clever playing. And so, I understand if that didn't represent his sharpest play. The online doesn't exactly represent my sharpest play, I guess I could say too. But I'm happy with it personally. I mean, I'm happy with how we're playing online, and offline I know how much sharper we can be. But these days where I'm at, and maybe because I'm so used to online, I don't really feel that much of a difference between online and offline when I personally play. And that's playing any character, even when I play Lao, right? Now, I'll feel it with Lao. I will definitely feel it if there's quite a bit of lag, and then I have to accommodate for it, but I haven't really felt it that much. So, I don't know, maybe it's just my experience, but I know both of us play a lot of online and offline. So he must be getting really, really amazing online experience on the East Coast, though. And that would make sense, because some people have told me that maybe that they get a big variance in their connections. So that said, it's a good time. Oh, Johnny E's here. It's really good. So had a great time. Hope you all have a good one. And I'll try to upload some more matches soon. Cheers.